Just a quick LiBCM / garage tour here. Over the last couple weeks, I've done quite a bit on these FoMoKit modules. I've made all of the high current cables. I've made 22 of these PCBs. More cables here, covers, some other things, stuff like that. Cables up there. I've done the 500 watt grid chargers. Those are done completely. The 1500 watt, some of them are sitting behind there that are started but not finished. If we come over this way, I'm doing the final install before I actually shoot the videos, just to get all of everything down. You know, this will probably be the 10th or 11th time I've put this in the car, and every time it gets better. But you know, making these kits is a lot of work as far as an engineered product, because you have to design them so that they're easy to install, get all the steps correct or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I'm doing my last install here before I film, so this should be finished completely the next time I install it. Gotta shoo a cat out. Shoo, go back. You'll see why that's the case in a second. All right, so yeah, last install here. Over here, it's just very, very messy right now because I've got a lot of different stuff going on. The primary thing is batteries. The shipment to California should be happening soon, and so I'm having to prepare all of these batteries to figure out exactly what I have. Now, I did find, if you remember initially, we had a bunch of batteries that were damaged, and I sent back and got a refund and or more modules for. I did find 2 modules here that I'm not going to ship out because they have other damage. One of them had a corner damage right there, and pointing with my foot, and the other one had a pretty big gash that I'm surprised I didn't notice before. I know I didn't do it, but it's there. I just didn't see it. So anyway, at this point, I've bulk charged all of the modules, and I've balanced almost all of them. I've got like 3 or 4 left that haven't been balanced. You can see that each one that I'm doing has a little status label that tells you what has and hasn't been done on it. And over here is that setup. So this is my bulk charger. So I basically charge the module bulk up to 46.8 volts. This is a 57.5 amp charger at 46 volts, so it's quite a bit of power, and that plugs in 240 over there. Over here is where I do the balancing and smaller charge. This is like a 5 amp charger here, and so you can see right now that this module is almost completely charged. This is almost finished, and then it will be done. And so then I basically do every module individually, charge it up to make sure the cells are all balanced. And then here is my discharger. I've talked about this before, but this set of modules right now is currently being discharged. And the reason I discharge them is so that I can make sure that the cells are balanced. So first we charge them with this and then that guy. And so they're all charged to the same level. And when I plug these in, I have to make sure that the delta is small. And then we discharge them through this 3 kilowatt discharger, which is very warm. You can actually probably see the redness on there. It's very, very warm. This is actually a dryer vent that I heated up. I know I've talked about it before. But anyway, that is why this fan is here, because my little garage here is only, I think it's 550 square feet, and this room is 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is 23 degrees outside. So the constant 3 kilowatts is it's warming it up. So I put a fan in there. The cats are not allowed in here, and they know it. Normally the door is closed, but anyway, here they're trying to sneak in, so I've got the little cat spray bottle, and then you saw I also kind of have to kick them out here and there. As long as I'm standing in this area, they know that their attempts are going to fail. So yeah, I'm currently building, there's a lot of glare there, but I'm currently building the final BMS lead. This cable is interesting because I have to go from the 2 18 connectors here to 3 12s. So here I'm doing the final thing. What I had on the prototype here I didn't like. It's, you know, it's using this nylon stuff that just doesn't work very well. But this is my prototype one without nylon, and I'm making it better in the final one, so it'll be in here. But anyway, I need to play around with that some. Underneath here on my slight table rise here is about, I don't know, $15,000 worth of these 1500 watt grid chargers, the fastest grid charger here. These, I've modified them all. You can see here's my one beta one where initially, there's a lot of light here. It might all just be washed out. What are you gonna do? I can change this on the fly. I probably should have done that a second ago. It's looking better. Yeah, here we go, on the fly. So you can see that it's still a bit bright. Can I go down to the lower value here? No, but I can turn this ND filter on. Sorry, this is not going to be edited out. This is a very quick video. Here we go. So, camera. It's looking decent. Here we go. Thanks for bearing with me here. So this is my prototype one that you can see I've mounted the parts that I mount inside several times. First was here, and the smoke marks are because my insulated parts were not actually insulated. I know I talked about that. And I've slowly just been moving it this way. You can see that here, these last two, this is the final install location. So this is where I'm installing a blocking diode to, it's a safety thing, and it also keeps the high voltage battery from back driving this grid charger, which actually pulls quite a bit of power when it's unpowered. It's like 10 times more power than the LiBCM PCB. So anyway, we need this blocking diode there. I also, on this prototype, had I'm sorry, that's incorrect. This is the triac here that's mounted. So this is what switches it on and off. This actually has a connector here to where you can actually just pull a line high and low, and it will actually turn it on and off. But it's not actually safety rated for that. So I put a triac here instead. Because if the triac is off, then of course the supply will be off. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to use this safety as well. So we already have a couple of safeties. We can control the current. We can of course turn this triac on and off. But you know, maybe I'll route this to, definitely the LiBCM supports that. We have the I/O for it, and it's actually already routed out on this 8-position connector there. It's the DIMM plus and minus circuit. We'll see, I still need to make that harness. But yeah, you can see that I've got tons of parts. This garage is basically 3 cars and LiBCM stuff, and pretty much nothing else. Here, we'll turn this back off. So yeah, these are the boxes for the FoMoKits. They're pretty large actually. They are, I want to say they're 24 by 22 by 7 or thereabouts. Here is the tray, and I've done all of the bars. I have no idea where they are. So all the aluminum bars are finished, and then I've done the 500 watt grid charger mounting to that plate. You can see the heater stuff for the people getting the heater kit. These rails have 3 heaters. They're 15 watts, but I don't remember what I'm driving them at. It's like 10 or something. I think they're 25 watt rated, but I think that I'm driving them at 10 or something. And then the tray itself, here's the heater tray. It has 12 resistors on it. And then, yeah, here are all those bars. So here's all that. That's 100 bars finished. And yeah, I've made some PCBs. It's a lot of, there's a lot of things going on right here with LiBCM in my garage right now, and I've completely run out of room in this garage. See, I got this wire wheel, tons of covers there that are unfolded, the 5 amp hour stuff, boxes. Anyway, yeah, over here you can see I've changed systems here. I was using a Home Depot in-store brand, and I've switched to Stanley's, which it's not actually Stanley. Some other company makes these, and Stanley just relabels them or whatever. But I really, really like this system here. When you actually go to the smallest ones, you can see that I think it's 40 individual trays, which is really, really awesome. So this is all of the SMT and some of the through-hole parts as well. It's a really nice upgrade from the old system. The reason I upgraded on these, this is just getting long, but the old ones that I had were discontinued, and I didn't want to have two different systems, so I just bit the bullet, bought I think 20 of these, I don't even 25 of these, and they're really nice. I really like them. You know, you can see I have all the LI Control stuff here. So here's LI Control with all of its switches, and I guess we could talk about the LI Control and this daughter board. I haven't done enough testing on these to do much. My car is actually, I haven't driven it in a little while. You can see it's starting to just get cluttered up. Like I said, there's a lot going on right now, but here's the daughter board. Oh my goodness, it's washed out. Okay. Hey, oh, wait, zing, there we go. Yeah, so here's the daughter board here, and I know I've shown this already a little. It's good. It's going to be a Rev B. I know I've already said that previously as well. I've got to switch a couple pins around, and then I had a footprint that was wrong, which is super annoying. But anyway, yeah, that is going to be put in the car when I'm driving it, hopefully next week. We'll see. And then the LI Control side, which this plugs into as well. I still haven't tested that actually. Gotten pretty busy here with stuff. And then let's see, next week I am definitely going to have to be doing some work for the actual job that pays, because despite the fact that this has completely taken over my life, I still haven't made a single dollar on it, which is whatever, right? Is what it is. Yeah, so that is the state of this right now. Yeah, thanks for watching.